Welcome back. Of course, excitement is ongoing in the country over the KCPE exam results being announced today by CS Ezekiel Machogu. I want us to now go to Kakamega County, where our reporter, Alan Ochanda, is going to bring us the latest with regard to the exams from there. Alan, good afternoon.
Well, Purity, yes, this is actually the last KCPE cohort. And so, of course, ecstasy is quite palpable across the country. This has actually been the tradition and culture whenever national examination results have been announced. But being the last cohort, it comes with some excitement because, of course, being the last one actually speaks to volumes. And of course, of their performance here, you can see they are still celebrating here. You can just pull down. Nyamaza kidogo. Of course, you cannot really control whenever they're actually celebrating. Of course, in their tents. Remember, it's actually during the school holidays, and so there are quite a few numbers, but that cannot really stop them from celebrating. But let's just talk to the. Of course, we are actually at Pendo School here in Kakamega. So let's just talk to some of the teachers here, the head teacher and the management here. Maybe just tell us your name, or of course your position in this particular school, and we'll also be talking to one of the candidates here. Maybe just tell us your name.
Yeah, my name is Robin Malele. I'm the director of Pendo School. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy for today. We have our student who is Precious Otiado. She has really made me proud. She has gotten 419 marks. Wow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Very happy. Guy.
What index was she under? Is she the top performer?
Index 7 or Index 6. She was Index 6. Index 6.
Is she the topmost of you have not yet received all the results?
I think she's the topmost. She's the topmost. Yeah, she's the topmost.
How is the feeling generally?
I'm so happy because I'm the youngest director in the country. It's my first time. Yeah.
Hey, I'm very okay, we may just talk to the. Okay, just maintain silence. Maybe just talk to the girl here. Maybe your name, how you feel about it, how many marks you've got, and which school you aspire to join.
My name is Precious Otiado.
Ongea kwa sauti.
My name is Precious Otiado, and I've gotten 419 marks, and I inspired to go to Loreto Girls High School.
How is the feeling?
I'm so jovial. I'm happy. I don't even know what to say.
Nice. Well, congratulations. Because of time, we shall still be talking to them, of course, for purposes of our subsequent bulletins here. But remember that we are actually at Pendo School. We've been visiting several schools here. We are still visiting them. Remember that, as I mentioned earlier, this is the last cohort sitting for KCPE examinations before they can now fully go the CBC way. And so, Purity, we shall still be coming up with this story in our subsequent bulletin.
Right, Alan, thank you for that. It's Fatia, in fact, but that's still okay. So, of course, the excitement is still ongoing in the country over the results announced, the KCPE results. I want us to now talk to our educational reporter, that is Shadrach Miti. He's joining me here in studio. He was covering the results earlier on. Shadrach, good to see you. Maybe just from your analysis, what do you think of the 2023 KCPE examination results?
Well, I would say it's a normal performance. When I talk of normal performance, I'm looking at the past 3 or 4 years, because the deviation is very minimum. Like if you look at, let's look at the first, the top students or candidates who scored 400 marks and above. We have about 8,000 of them. That one has a negative deviation of about 1,000 candidates compared to last year. Then when you look at the next band, there's 399 up to around 300 marks. Again, the number appears to have slightly shrunk compared to last year. But of course, from the way the CS pointed out, they are looking at it just as a normal curve that does not show a big difference. But now when you look at the overall performance, you get to realize that this year's performance is slightly lower as compared to last year's. And my concern will only be, why are we only having just about 8,000 candidates scoring 400 and above marks out of a whole 1.4 million learners? Because remember, this year's KCPE exam had a whole 1.4 million candidates, but out of that, we are only having about 8,000 of them scoring 400 and above marks. And if you get down there, we have another bigger number that is scoring 200 marks and below, which again should be worrying, and given that this is the final cohort of the KCPE exams.
Right, thanks for that. But just to wrap up now, this is the last KCPE examination. Now, the next assessment, of course, is still under the CBC curriculum. What are your thoughts on that?
Now, of course, we know we have lived for the past 39 years that we've gone through the KCPE cycle. You get the feeling that KCPE was all about competition. It was all about ranking candidates against another candidates, their challenges, their capabilities, their strength notwithstanding. For the system of examining candidates under KCPE was all about how much do you know, how able are you, but it did not have any room to look at. Yes, you could be weak in one area, but stronger in the other. So those variables were not given a level playing ground to ensure that a candidate who is weaker in one hand would be stronger in the other, so that the two could match. It was all about the stronger you are, the better you are. So KCPE perfected the narrative of survival for the fittest, and the fitter you are under KCPE, the better you are, and the fitter you are under KCPE again, the stronger you get, and that's how it has always been. It has been a system of creating a clear separation between the weak and the strong. The weak did not have any space altogether, but the strong always had their way all through. And so it is expected that as we march, or as we transition to KPSEA, then we are going to see an assessment that will appreciate the strength and the weaknesses of both candidates and students, with a view to ensuring that your weakness, or when you fail in one area, it doesn't mean that you have failed your entire life, because under KPSEA we are going to see an assessment that looks at the entire learning cycle, that a candidate will be assessed based on the whole, or the entire years that he has been in school, unlike now where you are only assessed for 3 days, looking at an entire 8 years that you've been in primary school. So that's the big difference, which is extremely promising, and for as long as it's worked upon well, then we are looking at a better system of assessing and acknowledging the strength of learners.
Fantastic. Thank you, Shadrach Miti, our education reporter here, for an excellent analysis on the KCPE examination results. I want us to now go to our reporter, Beldin Waleola. She's actually with the top student in the country, that is Michael Warutere from Riara Springs. Beldin, good afternoon. Over to you. I'm sure there's a lot of excitement there with the top student in the country.
Hi. I'm on air.
Peter. Beldin, if you can hear me clearly, we can see live pictures on the screen of the top student in the country, that is Michael Warutere, who garnered 428 marks. Could you just bring us up to date with that, if you can hear me? Right, of course, I don't think Beldin can hear me pretty well, but of course what you're seeing on your screen right now is the top student in the country, Michael Warutere, who got 428 out of 500 marks. He's from Riara Springs School. And of course, that is here in Nairobi, and we've seen celebrations from different parts of the country. Earlier on, we were in Mombasa. We had seen a student, Hadija Yunus, who garnered 426 marks. Remember, this is the final KCPE examination under the 844 system. That is, of course, now marking the final 844 system and now moving fully into the CBC curriculum. Right, of course, live pictures there in Nairobi, where the top student, Michael Warutere, is being celebrated by his family and part of the students from that school. He garnered 428 out of 500 marks. He is among the top students in the country, and we've also seen students from different parts of the country also celebrating. Remember, out of the 400 to 500 marks, there's only 8,525 students, and of course this shows a drop compared to the 2022 KCPE examination, where there was over 9,443 students who scored above 400 marks. Right, of course, we'll be bringing you up to date with more on that at around 2 p.m. But now I want to close News Desk to pave way for Inside Sports with Robinson Okene.